So hey everybody, I'm on here. I tried to do a video a few minutes ago. I messed it up, so I have to redo it. I'm on here watering my plants today, cleaning up, doing inventory on my house plants. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all of my house plants, checking them out. Not necessarily repotting. I don't repot I used to when I first started being gardening and gardening house plants. I used to repot my plants every 2 to 3 times a year. I don't do that anymore. What I do now is I just monitor my soil, look at the soil, look and see if it needs to be cleaned. If it needs to be cleaned, I will clean it, but not necessarily repot it. Reason being is my plants, house plants, most of them, majority of them don't go outside. And the ones that do go outside, I either repot or clean them up before I bring them in. So most of my house plants don't go outside. So they don't get buggy and stuff like that. And their soil is pretty good because I do fertilize the soil not every month. Like, I try to do it in between seasons, and if I know that a plant is kind of peaked, I'll try to fertilize it then. I don't put fertilizer on my plants all the time. Just like I said, I do it in between my seasons, and maybe if they're looking peaky or they're look like dry or something like that in between seasons, I will add more fertilizer. But I don't fertilize my plants. I'll put all that fertilizer on my plants all the time. If you fertilize your plants really well when you buy them and get them established, I say maybe the first 6 months or so, if you fertilize them and you've planted them and you take care of them, they'll be good. You don't need to constantly re-fertilize every month. I don't do that. I don't fertilize. Some people do it every 2-3 every month. Once I get my plants established well, I don't keep dredging and drowning them with fertilizer because I want to get them used to their natural growth. So I don't put all that fertilizer on them. So what I do is I make sure that I do it in between my seasons. Like now, like winter, especially for winter, going into winter, the warm and going to the cold. So right now we're getting ready to switch over to like colder weather. So our season is getting ready to change from warm to cold. So what I'm doing now is I'm inventorying my house plants to see what needs to be fertilized. I'm making sure that all of my deadage is off of my leaves, and checking my soils to see if anything needs to be added to the soil, if I needs to repot, or should I just leave it alone. For example, let me show you guys. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys. So for example, these are my 2 babies. These are 2 different plants here. One is a little baby, one is a big baby. Now this one, these are tropical plants, so they go through a lot of changes. Because they are technically a tropical plant. So what I do with these is, now this one I did refertilize. The smaller one, yes, I did refertilize the baby because the root was coming out. So I had to refertilize it and clean it up because the root was exposed. So I did, maybe about last month, I cleaned it up. And I didn't completely repot it per se. I just took some of the old soil out and added new. So I mixed the soil with the old soil. So what I did was I did it down to like halfway, and I added fresh soil and fertilizer soil. So I didn't completely repot this. I just basically refreshed and added more soil. That's what I did with this one. Now this one I probably won't do anything to because the soil looks kind of good. It was repotted. It has been repotted a couple of times, so I probably won't bother this year. Now unless it start looking really peaking, and then I'll add dirt to it. But right now I'm just going to fertilize this because it's going to go through changes anyway. It's going to lose leaves. That's what it does. Excuse me, guys. It does that every year. When it gets cooler, it leaves. When it gets warmer, it grows. That's what it does. And my other stuff over here got, excuse me, this. I'll just probably clean up a little bit and fertilize. This is all my new stuff over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I won't do too much to this stuff over here. All this stuff is taken care of. Except I'm getting these little bugs. So I'm going to have to clean this up with some hydrogen peroxide. These. But they've already been fertilized and everything else. So everything here over here is pretty much okay. Same thing with this here. I'm not doing it. This finally blew, y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all. This finally, I finally got another leaf on my, I forgot what this palm plant or whatever, banana plant. So I finally got a new leaf, y'all. So I won't do none of this, but cleaning that, like all the stuff over that's with this. Let me show y'all. All this stuff over here. I won't do anything to this stuff over here. I don't know if I can show you guys, but I won't do anything to this stuff over there because it's pretty much cleaned up and everything else. I don't need to do nothing of that. But I fertilized everything downstairs already, and my well, this is I took care of my pineapple plant when I brought it in because this was outside. So I cleaned it up, repotted. I had to repot this, so I cleaned it up, repotted it, and cleaned it up. So it's already, it's got a little brownish on it. That's because I just brought it in. Goes through that when they bring it in. When you bring plants in from outside, they go through changes. So I need to cut the little deadage off of it. The one leaf that has it. Excuse me, y'all. But everything else downstairs has already been fertilized. I'm not necessarily, I have a lot of these are new babies. They spin off babies from their original plant. So I don't need to do anything per se to anything down here because this is the thing about plants. Plants are like little old people like me. Once they get established, they don't want you to bother them. So I'm not bothering anything down here per se. Let me see if I can show you guys. See, all these over here. Nothing over here is going to get bothered, y'all. A lot of these are new plant babies because they already been planted. So nothing over here. I've already fertilized everything over here. So nothing over here is going to be messed with. Nothing. Same thing with my other corner over here, y'all. I'm not bothering nothing over in this corner over here. Everything over here in this corner is going to be good. I got a couple of little pieces I see that it fell off. So what I'm going to do is pop them little babies because I need some plant babies for me. So I'm going to pop these babies here. But everything over here, ain't nothing happening to these, but they're getting ready to get some fertilizer on. Ain't soil change, nothing. Because they probably been clean. I cleaned these up during the summer, so I ain't doing nothing else to them. Nothing. But put some fertilizer on them for the change of the season. But that is what you need to do, guys. The key to anything growing is don't keep bothering. Leave it alone. Once you get it established or get it in the growing pattern, don't keep bothering it. You see all these people putting all this stuff on. Stop putting all that stuff on. You don't need to keep doing that. My mother had plants she had some plants probably almost old as me. And only thing she didn't take care of them that well. But they grew, and they were probably about 30-some years old. And she had them in some water, y'all. Every once in a while she would change the water. That was it. But they was established. So once they got established, even though she wasn't really taking care of them and just changing water every time and pulling some of the leaves off of them every time, she ain't fertilized them. She just stuck them in the window, put in a little water, put them in some water, and clean them up every once in a while. That was it. Because they got established in their environment. So, that's my thing. Don't keep, and I know a lot of people say, I might be wrong, but don't keep bothering them plants. Leave them be. Once they get established, just give them a little water. Give them some fertilizer every once in a while. Not every month, like some people don't do. No, you don't need to do all that. Not every month, every 2 weeks. No, because they're plants. And they know how to survive once they get established. So, let me get off here, y'all, because I need to finish what I'm doing. And I see I got some little plant babies downstairs that I need to put in some dirt. So, everybody have a good day. Be great. Be safe. Don't worry about tomorrow, y'all. Don't worry about yesterday. Focus on the day when the Lord is giving you peace and blessings. Grow something, y'all. I'm going to start doing some hydroponics probably in about maybe 2 weeks or so. Me and my grandson, we got to get the onions in the ground probably next week. So I'm going to do an onion video. This is our, not onion, garlic. I'm sorry, garlic. We grew onion this year. It was successful. So this year, in Noah's garden bed, we're going to switch over. We're going to do garlic. So we're going to go, my garden center is supposed to have the garlic in next week. So I'm going to go get a couple of cubes of garlic, and I'm going to have Noah do a video on how to grow garlic. So we're going to grow garlic together. We're going to grow it with you. So Noah's going to do the video, and we're going to show you guys. We're going to go step by step with you, because this is a new process of us growing garlic too, especially starting it this year. So it'll be a new process for us, and it'll be a new process for you. You guys have a good day. Bye.